Hi, it's Lenneke from Len's Crafty Life, and I just wanted to share with you what I made for Fiona J. Fiona J is from Australia. To be honest, I am brand new to her channel as of today. I discovered her via Chrissy Cross's channel. So Chrissy Cross had made a beautiful entry for Fiona, and I checked out her challenge. It runs till the 28th of June. She has already extended it, so I don't think she'll extend it any further than that. So I had to be quick because I'm in the Netherlands and it may take up to 3 weeks for this to get to her. So I'm hoping it won't. I'm hoping it will take only 2 weeks this time. Sometimes it does to Australia, but she's got beautiful prizes. She makes gorgeous things. So please do check out her channel. I will put the link to Fiona J's channel below this video. And what she wanted us to make for her, she's actually celebrating 3,500 subbies, so congrats to you, Fiona. That's really amazing. It's loads of subbies, which is great for you. And she wanted us to make an A4 folded in two to make 4 journal pages. So this is what I made for her. And you could do it in your own style. So I love the vintage shabby chic style. So this is what I made. I had this A4 coffee dyed paper from my very first coffee dyed paper batch, which I showed in a previous video. And I had this beautiful paper with all these beautiful ladies on it. So this is of the same paper. It's just of one large 12 by 12 sheet. Now on the coffee dyed paper you can see that I stamped on that. I've got this beautiful script stamp that I love in French, and I use that on there. This is just like a tuck spot card, and I put some beautiful it's not ribbon, it's a trim. Sorry, lost for words again. Some beautiful crochet trim on there. This is the tag that I made, and I stamped on the background as well. The background was already brown. I did go over it with some vintage photo ink by Ranger, and I distressed the edges of both the little card here and this tag. The tag card is I actually made from a box. I'm not sure what was in it anymore, but it had this beautiful vintagey brown on one side and it was just plain white on the other. So I distressed the edge as well, so she can journal on here, put a photo on here. I put this for the very first time. I've used some breads that I've had in my stash, kind of like forever. It's like a flower shape, and I also put on this little green shiny butterfly, since the green also comes back in here, and I just wanted to, it needed something extra at the top, I think. So that is a tag that goes in here. This is, I just made a pocket with this wide lace trim, and I put on this pretty flower that I had in my stash. I made this little envelope out of some gorgeous paper that I had in my stash, stamped on it again with the same stamp. So the stamping you see is everywhere, it's the same stamp, but sometimes I just used parts of it. So I made this tiny little envelope out of some paper, and I used my tiny, I'm not sure what it's called. It's a tiny envelope maker from We Are Memory Keepers, or I think it's called Mini Envelope Maker. And it's really cute, so I love this. I distressed all the edges again, as you can see, and I put one of the smaller images in here. Another pretty lady. Distressed the edges and went over, inked it again with the vintage photo ink. This is the original backside of the paper, so she can either put some journal paper on it herself or another and a little photo. So made the envelope to fit that size. So this will, the envelope and the tuck spot as well as this trim will keep the tag in place, or it should at least. And I did, you know, it's coffee stained paper, but I did ink all the edges as well, just to give the edges a little bit more of a vintagey look. Then this is the inside of the 2 pages. So the images are all from the same page that I used which is, see if I've got if I can find it here. Yeah, I got it right here. I can show you because I had several of these pages. It's this one. It's gorgeous, beautiful images on there, and I'm not getting paid for this. Oh, Maya, it's Maya design, Sofiero Ephemera. I love that paper. It was on sale somewhere and I just got all the 12 pages that they've left, so you'll see them appear more often because I really, really love them. Now, again, here is a tag that I made in a tuck spot made of this other beautiful paper. This is another of the images. Here I put on a blue shiny little butterfly because there is some blue in her hat. Again, I stamped on the cardstock that I used for the tag, distressed the edges of both the image and the tag, and here she can journal on it again. And on the tuck spot, I made another little tuck spot of these beautiful roses. Hope I'm in focus. And I have this die cut. Let me just show you. This is actually the very first thing, or it's not a die cut, it's a punch. This is the first time I actually used it, and I really like it. And it's this one. It's from Fiskars, so it makes these slots in your paper, and I really liked it. I think I got that in I got it in a charity shop, and thought, oh well, I may as well pick that up, see if I can use it. And I use it for the first time here, and I thread through this lacy ribbon. And personally, I really like it. It just really adds something, I think. So this is the tuck spot with another small little card. These are two different roses. They're not the same, as you can see. And again, that's the original paper on the back side. So this is not from this paper. This is a different paper, but I thought it went just really well together. So there you go. Then this is the third page. Oh dear, I think something is falling out here. Never mind. We'll get to that later. This is the third page, and I made a belly band out of this wider trim, and this is like a stopper I made so that this wouldn't fall out. Plus I made the stopper exactly high enough so that you can still see her face peeking out above the ribbon, because I didn't like it when the ribbon would cover her face. So she's just peeking above the ribbon belly band. And this basically is just another A4 sized paper, coffee dyed. I coffee dyed this myself, and Fiona can just journal on this. I just love this. I didn't do anything to this on the inside because I just love the staining as it was. So I didn't use any inks or whatever. I did use a little bit of ink here around the edges. You can hardly even see it, but I just love the way this got colored or discolored, as you can say. So that is to journal on, which will stay nicely in here. And then the last page. Oh, by the way, Fiona, if you don't like that the trims are sticking out here and here, you can always, I left them long, but you can always cut them. This should go in here. And then we get on to the last page, which is the back. This should be like that. And again, it's a pretty rose that I distressed. Well, the sides of it I distressed with some scissors, and then I went over it again with the vintage photo ink. I made this little envelope again. It's the same size of the other one, stamped on it, inked around the edges, and here as well. And I put on one of the other little image cards in this. I just love a little envelope, so I'm very happy with that little envelope maker that I got. So that goes in there, little tuck spot. And this is like a little pocket. Again, I use the punch, that's kind of slot hole punch here, and thread through the same ribbon. this piece of card I distressed as well with some scissors around and inked it. Now she wanted us to put our name in the bottom right corner because she wanted to remember who made it, which I did. Made with love by Lens Crafty Life. But here in this pocket, this is the first time I made this. I've seen several ladies make this kind of an envelope. Again, it's the coffee stained envelope. I just stamped on it a little bit, and it's just a piece of the coffee stained paper, and you can fold it out and journal on it. And I just stamped a little bit around the edges here and at the bottom to give it a little bit of something extra, but you can journal on it or even use it, you know, put pictures on it, make it like a photo card if you want to. So there you go. So Fiona, I hope you like this. I hope it will arrive on time. I made it very quickly. I'm so happy I just discovered your channel because it's gorgeous. So ladies, please do check her out. She makes stunning things. And if you, maybe you can still enter into this challenge if you like. You have to be a subby though. And not just for this challenge, obviously, a real subby. We don't like it when people just subscribe for a challenge to see if they can win and then they disappear again. We don't like that now, do we, ladies? So there you go. I'm pretty pleased with this. I'll send it off tomorrow. Today it's second Pentecost day, so there's no mail collected today, and hopefully it will still get to you on time. So thank you for watching, ladies, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.